Happy New Week, milkers. Welcome back. The beer this week is called India Pale Ale by Anchorage Brewing Co. This is a delicious New England-style hazy IPA produced for the organizations of X-Stratif, a fishing boot company, and Fishwear, which makes fishing clothes for women. India Pale Ale is smooth, crisp, and bursting with citrus. This is a Comcast everyday drinker, folks. It has an ABV of 6.4% and a Comcast rating of 4.75 out of 5. Please drink responsibly. And if you enjoyed the podcast, then please consider leaving a rating and review on whatever platform you're listening on. This really helps getting our names out there. If you want to support us in other ways, feel free to check out our merch store at thecomcast.com. We also now have a Patreon. Go to patreon.com/thecomcast, all one word. This is your chance to show your loyalty to the great Pig Milker Army. Thanks for listening. Now let's get into the show. What's up, everybody? We're back. After a hiatus, we're back. Welcome back. Welcome to...
We're back. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. Welcome to the Comcast. As always, I am your amazing, gracious, glorious, badass host, Ryan, and joining me, as always, is Cody. No Cheyenne this week. What a past 2 weeks. We missed you. We definitely did, for sure. So, welcome back.
Welcome back. It's been... The hiatus was for a reason. Cheyenne and I just recently moved. We were 2 years at the old place, our old residence, and then now we just moved to a new one, bigger one, better one. This one has like another bedroom. It's got a lot more room. So we've been kind of waiting for this. The housing market's absolutely insane. I'm sure everybody knows. It's probably out there trying to buy a house or looking. So this is kind of like the next step to have a bigger place. But yeah, we moved. It took 4 days. 4 days. You came and helped us. We had other friends come and help us one day. And it's strange because 2 years ago when we moved to our other place that we just moved out of, it took like 2 days. And then now it took 4. And I was like, if this doesn't mean that we have too much like sentimental stuff, I was like, I don't know what is. Like this is a sign that... we have too much stuff, and we even got blessed with like it not being super hot that weekend either. It was a little humid, but it wasn't like crazy like it is now, and it was a rough 4 days. So, but yeah, we're back. It felt best to take last week off, just because of all that. I'm sure all of you know what it's like to move, especially we didn't hire a moving company because we weren't moving far away, but yeah. Missed you guys. I missed you, Ryan, even though I saw you.
No, you didn't.
You came and helped us.
Why are you lying like that?
I seen you. You came and helped us move.
Yeah, you ain't gotta lie.
I missed the microphone, and I missed Bo because we're still got a bunch of shit to set up. Still unpacking. It takes the worst. I feel like the worst part's moving. The second worst part is unpacking because I feel like packing is way easier than unpacking, because packing, you're just throwing a bunch of stuff in a box that kind of goes together for like that like area, that room or whatever, and then now it's like, where am I gonna put this stuff that I just gathered up because it had a place, now it doesn't have a place, there's stuff that's new. So that's the worst part that we're having some struggles with, but one little thing at a time. Every day.
It's all the knickknacks. The stuff that makes a home.
All the knickknacks.
The 19 gather signs. The 20 come eat signs. The 10 milk jugs just sitting there with daisies on them.
It's funny because I don't know if we've talked about it on the show, but it's a running joke for Cheyenne and I. She went and bought some decorations to make it more like home at our old apartment. So it's like decorations, signs, whatever. Make it more homey. I feel like it's weird when you walk into a home and they don't have any like pictures or anything on the walls or anything like that, because you're not making it your own, kind of. But when I came back after she got that stuff, she had hung it all up. She's like, "What do you think?" And I'm looking around the kitchen, and I was just counting the signs. There's like 3 or 4 signs in the kitchen. I'm looking at every single one of them, and they all say farm fresh, and whatever else it says on the sign, whatever else, like flowers, bacon, meat, eggs, whatever else it says on the sign.
There's nothing in that place that's farm fresh.
Everything in that kitchen, every sign she bought says farm fresh. So now it's a running joke with Shy and I that I was like, well, I wonder if anything we have at the new place is going to be farm fresh. So she didn't realize it when she bought all these signs, but every single one of them says farm fresh. I was like, we just got everything here fresh from the farm, don't we? And it was very funny when it happened because she had no idea, and then now it's just a running joke.
White girl problems.
Yeah.
Everything, gather, welcome, take your shoes off, whatever the fuck they say. All of the TJ Maxx signs.
Now we do have your floor mat that you got us, the Learning Doctors one.
Well, yeah.
So yeah, we have a floor mat that Ryan got us 2 Christmases ago, or
I don't remember,
something like that. It says this is a house of learned doctors, so of course got to have that when the first thing you see when you walk in the door. But yeah, other than that, it's just trying to find a spot for everything, a little bit at a time, I think. But yeah, so we're back.
We're back.
We hope we didn't miss anything.
It's always nice to take a break, but
it is nice to take a break.
I'm pretty sure we didn't miss anything.
It's nice to take a break sometimes. It's good to kind of recharge, especially getting here. Yes, I know what people probably think. It's like, oh, he's just talking to a microphone for an hour once a week.
You try it.
you try it. It's a little. It's not. I'm not gonna say it's harder than it seems, but it is more time consuming than you think. So usually, bare minimum, we're probably together for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Like once we get set up and everything like that, it was usually like...
It's not time consuming for Cody, it's time consuming for me.
We've got to come up...
Because I have to edit it afterwards.
We've got to come up and then to come down after the podcast. So usually if we're like, hey, we need to get this done...
It's half a day.
We need to get this thing out to our people, our loyal OGs out there listening to this.
And shout out to OG Colton. He had a birthday last week that we missed, so happy belated. He turned 21.
Happy belated birthday, Colton.
Yeah.
Out there in the worlds.
Out there in the world.
Out there. Oh, it's cold out there in the worlds. In the sunshine worlds, Colton.
His name is Cash. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it's the dog. It's Cash.
They call him Monty, though.
I don't know why they call him Monty.
I think it's Mondays. They just say, Munchies.
No, they call him Monty. I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
Yeah, it's Colton's birthday out there in the world.
21 out there in the world. Happy birthday, Colton.
Happy birthdays.
Happy birthdays.
Happy birthdays. Woo, you're legal to drink and do all kinds of other stuff. We don't know where you live, but I'm pretty sure you can smoke the marijuana now, too.
Okay. What?
I'm pretty sure it's 21. I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
I think it would have to be.
In the states,
they're not going to let 18-year-olds smoke weed and drive.
In the states that they have weed legalized, I think it is 21.
It should be 25.
It probably should be 25 for a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You should probably be. It's 18 to vote.
Yeah.
You should probably be 30 before you're allowed to vote. I feel like at my age now, I have a very firm grasp, or maybe like 25. 25.
We know what we're doing.
Like, yeah,
the youth is killing the country.
I feel like at 25, between 25 and 30, you have a career, you know what you want to, you kind of know what you want to do with your life. You have these standpoints on life, these insights. This is what you want. This is how you feel about certain
That's
things.
the fucked up thing, though. Everything all the videos I see, they're all just like, it's, everybody regrets it, like, yo. Like, if we're talking about, like, Biden, it's like, yeah, I voted for Biden. I regret that shit now. That's all the shit I see. Yeah, man, I fucking regret it. And somebody's like, oh, they voted for Biden. They're like, oh, man, fuck her. No. Have you seen the thing where it's like, oh, she's a 10, but she voted for Biden. Oh, she's a 3, man. Yeah. Fuck her. Or that shit.
Before we get too political, the only thing I have to say about politics is If you're not voting for somebody's great grandpa, you're voting for somebody else's great grandpa. It doesn't really matter. Which old person are you going to bring
Which
in?
racist old motherfucker are you going to vote
on
in?
now? They're not all racist. Okay. I don't know them, but I'm going to assume that everybody's... I try to get the benefit of the doubt.
I don't know if Trump's racist or not. I haven't seen videos of Trump's being a racist, but there are videos of fucking Biden out there talking about black people pretty harshly.
I try to get everybody the benefit of the doubt. I'm not going to treat you like you're a piece of shit until you prove to me that you're a piece of shit, and then I don't like you. I might, and I'll say this at work sometimes when we're just talking about, because I can work with a guy and he's like, if I don't like you, I'll work with you, work-related stuff, but if I don't like you, I'm going to tell you that I don't fucking like you, and you ain't got nothing to say to me about work, don't talk to me.
And that's the thing, people are just like, he doesn't like me, and they'll go to HR or something and be like, you don't have to like people you work with, you just have to work with them and get along with them.
Exactly, you're not there. It's nice to have friends
This
at
isn't
work.
Judge Judy.
It's nice to have friends at work, because it makes your day a little better. You guys can, cut up and laugh and, it's nice to have side conversations at work to make it go by a little better, because let's be honest, the monogamy of the monotony of just going to work, not talking to anybody, and that might be you might be introverted like that, but it's better to have people that you kind of enjoy being around, because you got to be around them every single day.
So you also don't feel alone. So
basically,
nice.
50% of the time, you're around them.
Mm-hmm.
So
50% of your week is around people that you work with.
Exactly. And you may or may not like. So might as well make the best of it.
I'm pretty sure we all got people we don't like, but we can talk to them. We just, we talk shit behind their back. Yeah.
Right.
We get home and talk shit about them.
But honestly, like, my standpoint on it is that if I don't like you, because I'm at work and I'm not here to actually make friends or have arguments with anybody outside of work, I'm not going to act like I'm not going to act like that I am mad at you. I'm going to converse with you, but I'm not going to be like, hey, how's the kids? How's the husband? How's the wife? I'm not going to do that with you.
I'm just super blunt.
But I will talk to you.
I'm just super blunt and then have no interest. I show no interest.
But I will talk to you, but I'm not going to ask how your day's going.
Right.
But now, the people I care about will be like, hey, what you doing this weekend? What you guys got going on for the holiday? I'll ask you. But if I don't like you, I'm not asking you.
What I fucking hate is when I'm trying to eat at my desk and people fucking poke their heads up at me and was like, hey, what you doing? I'm trying to fucking eat, bro. Leave me alone.
Bye.
Fuck away from me.
Bye.
I'm eating. Oh, yeah? That's cool. Yeah. Get the fuck away from me.
You say get the fuck away
no,
from me?
No, I don't say that. But that's what I'm thinking.
What I would do is I just film my... I would just take the biggest bite. I would just take the biggest bite and then just talk to them with your fucking mouth full. Yeah, just talk to them with your mouth full, because everybody's like... Because a lot of people don't like eating with their... Like, they don't like eating with their mouth full, or talking with their mouth full. So just take the biggest bite, and then they just start talking to you and just have a conversation. Exactly. When they start talking to you, just take the biggest fucking bite. If you take the biggest bite, or better yet, take the biggest bite of food, the biggest bite you can handle, and then just sit there and chew. And
just hold your finger up.
Yeah, just 1 second.
1 minute.
And just take forever to chew.
Yeah.
And just be like, oh, hold on, it's coming. Just 1 second. And then if you just chew slow enough for long enough, maybe they'll just be like, I'll just talk to you later. Be like, oh, okay, and thanks. And see, yeah, just take like a solid 2 or 3 minutes to like chew that bite, but make it a big bite, because if you're taking like a little tiny bird bite, nobody's gonna be like, it doesn't take that long to chew that.
Or if you just get done swallowing it and then you just take another bite and don't answer their question.
Or you could be like Cheyenne's mom, because she has dentures. You could just, if it's around the time you get
What'd you say?
No, it's around the time you get done eating. Cheyenne's mom has done it before to embarrass somebody, but her grandpa would take his dentures out and lick the food off of his dentures. A single grossest fucking thing to do in public.
Yeah.
Like, no, it was Cheyenne's. It was either Cheyenne's grandpa or Cheyenne's great grandpa. Her mom tells a story that he would always take his dentures out when they were eating, and he'd He licked the food off of his dentures.
I mean, didn't Cheyenne's mom do that at Pizza Hut for Cheyenne's birthday? When the waiter come up?
I think
What the fuck are you doing?
No, she took him out. No, I think she's done it before to be just play a joke on her and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the thing they would talk about. He would take him out and lick the food off of him. The craziest fucking thing.
Ew.
It's so funny. It's so fucking funny. And then Cheyenne's mom has dentures, but she was talking about her mouth being sore the other day, and we're like, why's your mouth sore? She's like, well, I ate this thing, but I didn't have my teeth in, so now my gums are sore. We're like, well, that's why you got fucking teeth, isn't it?
Yeah.
Put your teeth in to chew the hard shit.
But it's a hassle.
I can't chew this medium rare 16-ounce ribeye with my freaking teeth in.
I gotta go get my teeth, and then I gotta put them in, and then I gotta eat. It was like, it's easier just to try and chew on it without teeth.
Right, exactly.
So, welcome back. We are back. I hope you all missed us. I hope you are doing okay.
I hope you
staying cool.
I hope you are having the day or the week that you deserve. That's a nice one.
Yeah.
The day or the week that you deserve.
Yeah.
And that could go both ways, you know? If you like the person, it's just like, I hope you have the week that you deserve. And it's just like, oh yeah, that just means it's keeping me on check because karma's going to come back and bite me in the ass. It's like if I'm being a total prick this week.
I think we just need to release episodes on Friday because we release episodes on Monday and Mondays suck.
Mondays aren't. I don't think Mondays are terrible.
Mondays go by fast, but they suck.
Yeah.
Tuesdays go by slow and they suck. Wednesdays suck. Thursdays suck. Fridays are okay unless something bad happens and then it sucks. And then I watch a video about Jim Carrey. It was like, you don't go to work and say that work sucks. You suck. Work doesn't suck. You suck. And I'm like, you never worked a day in your life, Jim Carrey?
Yes, he has.
Not like real work.
Yes, he has.
Dirty
Everybody's had a job. Everybody's had a job. He was a comedian forever. That's a job.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. But now he's like loony, so whatever. But work doesn't suck. That's the thing. You can say something, but like it doesn't. It motivates people, which is cool. But like, no, work does suck.
Work doesn't suck.
Because if you weren't fucking there and you didn't have to deal with it, it wouldn't suck.
Work doesn't suck. You suck.
Yeah, that's what he said.
You might.
He's like, work doesn't suck. It's just you suck. Your attitude about it sucks, and that's why it sucks. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. But if everything around me breaks and then I have to fix it, that sucks.
I think that's a middle-aged Jim Carrey saying, do what you love, and if you don't like what you're doing, find something you do love.
And that's fine, because in today's world, you can kind of do that. But especially if you're like our age, if you're, and you don't really have an extra stability, you can't just quit your job, because then you'll be on the fucking street. So, it's scary.
Yeah, I mean, quitting your job is scary. Quitting your job or changing anything is absolutely terrifying.
I actually thought about starting a Feet Finders this week. Just to see how
that's the money thing? You get paid for feet?
Yeah. I'm just going to put my feet up.
You got some gnarly fucking dogs.
That's what I mean. I'm pretty sure people like it, though.
Yeah?
My crusty, usty feet.
What's your account going to be called? Dog Attack?
No. Dog Attack? Why everybody call them dogs now?
I don't know.
I don't fucking know either. Yo, let me get them dogs and fucking... Ew. Gross.
It's kind of messed up because the first video on TikTok I seen, it's like, my son just got attacked by 10 dogs, and it's like them rubbing their feet on him. I was like, that's clickbaity. I don't
First
like
of all,
that.
Your feet, like your dogs are tired, is just your feet, not your toes. Like, you're calling your toes dogs. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Yeah. And then actual like dogs, like hot dogs, glizzies. Word up to the glizzies.
He just hit his head on the bottom of the chair.
Oh, because he's a fucking idiot. I don't know what to tell you.
Dude.
He's getting ready to turn 9. He's an old man.
You're going to get fucking brain damage. You don't calm down.
He already does. Look at him.
You're going to have fucking dementia.
Fucked up little guy. Little quivering leg.
Poor Bo.
His arm already messed up.
You're going to get fucking dementia. You're going to get CTE like all the football players.
Yeah.
Speaking of football players, I actually was watching TV we were at a restaurant or something, and I was watching TV, and all of the new like NFL helmets that are out this year now, they might just be training helmets, but they're massively padded now. Like they just keep getting more and more padded. I don't watch sports, but
They keep getting thinner, but they got more padding in it. And and they pump them up.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can, because these helmets, I don't know if they were just training helmets or something, like super padded, but these things were huge. It might just be some kind of training helmet, but these things were huge on the outside. They looked like they had airbags on them, basically.
They do.
But it might just be for training, because I don't think you can have stuff like that, but they just keep getting more and more protective because you have to, because all these football players are getting...
CTE's a thing.
Everybody's getting CTE and having fucking dementia by the time they're 50, and then they just, like, die early.
I mean, it's whatever. Pretty sure, like, that's why Muhammad Ali got Parkinson's, because he got hit in the head too much. I'm pretty sure that wasn't, like, an underlying thing. I'm pretty sure he just got punched in the face too much. And that's the thing. That's what they say fucks you up more. Little taps. Little concussive taps. The big ones that knock you out, that kind of like jiggles your brain and then you get knocked out. You don't keep getting hit.
Yeah.
It's just a little...
Well, that's what they say.
Hundreds and hundreds of times.
I've heard people talk about statistics of like UFC and bare knuckle boxing, because they have the bare knuckle boxing league now.
Yeah, nobody wants to get hit in the face with a bare fist.
Yeah, so you're not gonna get hit as many times with a bare fist. When everybody's got like padding on, you know that you're more protected, so you just beat the shit out of
One
each
of them
other.
things is the open hand. You can only throw open hand. It's just people bitch slapping each other. It's fucking great.
What is it? People
open palm strikes.
Really?
So you hit with your palm. So you just like hit somebody in the fucking nose with their palm.
So here's what that helmet looks like. It's got a bunch of padding all over it, like these impact points. Yeah, that's what they look. That's the ones that I seen on the TV looked like. I was like, look at those.
That's the one I seen on the TV.
Well, I told Cheyenne, I was like, is that what the helmets look like now? Because I don't watch sports. I have no idea. But that's what I guess it was some kind. I typed in training helmets, so I'm guessing it's just for training. So you don't get CTE before you even start the game. They got to protect their millions of dollar investments. So, yeah, that's just something. That's just something I noticed. Actually got
news. The crazy thing is though, like, you see all these fucking football players now. All they do is like get arrested for drugs or for like getting in a shootout or doing all kinds of shit.
Since when's the last time somebody got arrested for getting in a shootout?
A couple months ago. No, he died.
He died in a shootout?
Yeah.
Huh.
And then what's his name who played for Indianapolis? What did he do? He was buying a car and then went somewhere and shot himself. That's what it was. He didn't, not like on purpose.
Did he buy the car?
Yeah, not on purpose, though. Like, he went off in his pocket or something like that. Like, why are all these football players just carrying guns all willy-nilly?
Plexico Burress, that played for New York, he shot himself in the leg with his own gun at a club.
That's what I mean. Everybody's shooting themselves. Well, then,
did you watch the Aaron Hernandez one?
No.
You need to watch that. The Mind of Aaron Hernandez on Netflix. You need to watch that because he basically, like, came up from the streets. His family didn't have...
That's the thing, he was a gangster.
But no, see, his family had money, but they didn't have a shit ton of money, but he was really good at football. And then it was like, he's got money now, and then he's just, for some reason, he just wanted to be a gangster. But he wasn't even, like, a good gangster.
So it's like the Menendez brothers.
Yeah, like the people he was hanging out with, the two dudes that, like, helped him murder that guy, they were, like, they had crimes and they were arrested for crimes, but they weren't even, like... big time gangsters. They were just fucking dudes. They were just fucking. They were just. They were just.
Machine.
Yeah, it's just like if you're walking down the street and you just run somebody's fucking arrest record and just some grown ass man's arrest record and just like, oh, you've been arrested for this back and before. Yeah, so they had like violent crimes and stuff, but it's like just these two dudes hanging out with this fucking millionaire football player. He murdered the dude, went to fucking practice the next fucking day, and then just. Like, you watch the video, you need to watch it because it's really good. It's a really good documentary. But, like, the day after they fucking murdered him, they went back to Aaron's house, went back to his house, hung out. They slept on the them two slept on the couch, and he slept in his bedroom. And they, like, woke up, had some breakfast or whatever. They left in the fucking car. They murdered him, and he went to, like, fucking practice or some shit. And, yeah, it was just normal fucking day. Like, they're just hanging out.
Huh.
Like you're hanging out with your friends. It's weird. He just had this weird thing about him. He just wanted to be a gangster, and he just was shitty at it.
Not everybody can be fucking Tony Montana. I don't know if you know that.
Right.
Not everybody can be, yeah.
But no, I would totally watch the Mind of Aaron Hernandez. I would check that out because it's very interestingly weird. We'll just say that. But no, he was not a good gang member at all. He wasn't even part of a gang. He was just stupid.
Huh.
I think he was absolutely stupid. He was a great football player, but he was stupid. Speaking of that, I have news, and don't ask me how I figured this out, but you and I, the Cumcast. What are you doing?
Oh. He's licking himself, and it sounds fucking gross. It sounds like he's jerking off over there.
You throw my coffee cup at?
Well, he wouldn't fucking quit. I can hear it. It's disgusting. It sounds like...
For those of you who are asking, it's a plastic coffee cup. It's not heavy at all.
Yeah, it's not like a 32-ounce or a 64-ounce stainless steel thermos, and you try to kill a mouse with it in your fucking apartment.
Killed that mouse, though.
Sure did.
But anyway, back to what I was saying. You and I, the Cumcast, we are on a site that, like a podcast site called Ivy. We are...
What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
Like
it's
Vine?
Huh?
Like Vine?
No, Ivy's just a podcast platform where you can listen to fucking podcasts and shit. I don't know how I found this, but I think I clicked on the Flying Spaghetti Monster hashtag that we have, something like that, and it
did we
pulled
start
up,
it? Did we make it popular?
Well, hold on. It pulled up on this thing called ivyfm.com, or sorry, ivy.fm, which is just a like radio and podcasting website you can go to and listen to a bunch of podcasts.
So it's Spotify.
Yeah, another listening
Podbeam, all that shit.
Right, another listening platform. The Cumcast is on the number one spot for the best podcast to listen to about the Flying Spaghetti Monster.
Sweet.
We have 6 episodes with that specific hashtag in it, and we are the number one on that list.
One of them is good.
Yeah.
5 of them are shit.
But see,
the pirate stuff, good.
Yeah, we are the number one on that list.
So these are the other people who've talked about it?
Yeah.
Well, we did 6 fucking episodes about it. That's why.
Now, one of these podcasts is actually like they had somebody, like some kind of preacher of the Flying Spaghetti Monster on their podcast.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a guy who reached out to us and we were like, nah, we're just reading the book. We don't want to talk to nobody.
Yeah. I don't want to shake anybody's hand and try to convert me.
Nah.
But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. Yeah, so if you guys...
Hey, if anybody on this show, out of the 2 people who do it, could get converted, it'd been Cody. He wore a pasta strainer on his head twice. 2 times. 2 separate occasions. One was plastic, and then he was like, fuck it. I'm an upgrade. I'm an OG. And then he got a fucking aluminum one and put it on his head the next episode.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't say anything about like followers or anything on here. We would have to create an account, obviously, but you can search our podcast on IVFM, which is Ivy is IVY. But it's literally
like Poison Ivy.
It's just another platform that we're on. So if you listen to us on IVFM, I mean, yeah, that's us right there. We are on here. It has all of our episodes.
So you just typed in the Flying Spaghetti Monster and we popped up.
I can't remember how I found it. I cannot remember how I found it, but somehow we popped up on there and I just clicked on it. Somehow it just pulled up the Flying Spaghetti Monster. And if you click on our Flying Spaghetti Monster hashtag, it pulls us up. It says best podcast about the Flying Spaghetti Monster, and we are the number one.
Goddamn.
Yeah. It's pretty fucking sweet. It even has our, I believe this is our popularity. Like the Flying Spaghetti Monster popularity, which in 2022, it has grown a lot. So it goes to like 2012. So like the Flying Spaghetti Monster popularity has grown a lot. It was like barely a bloop in 2012. And then in 2020, from 2020, it started to ramp up, and then 2021 and 2022, it like jumped a lot. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know how I found it. We were sitting somewhere, I think we were at a restaurant or something, and I was looking at something, and I can't remember what it was,
But I just pulled it up and I was like, holy shit, we're on a freaking list of the best podcasts about the Flying Spaghetti Monster. So, you're welcome for the free advertisement.
Yeah. I would feel bad if we did convert somebody after those 6 episodes, which how? I don't know fucking how.
How?
2 of them were, one was good. I enjoyed one. 2 of them were okay. The other ones were shit. And if you got converted from those, all of 6 of those, you were fucked up to begin with, for real. So
maybe not fucked
sorry,
up.
not sorry.
Easily convertible.
But like, if you already chop your dick off and then you try to like super glue noodles onto it as a replacement, like, and you're just in this.
If you're
in the Spaghetti Man cult now, it's your own fucking fault.
You want it like you cut your ween off and then you put spaghetti noodles on. You want it to look like Davy Jones,
right?
From freaking Pirates of the Caribbean.
You sliced open your own bag and then fucking put meatballs in its place. Yeah, like, that's your own fault.
I'm surprised somebody hasn't done that body modification yet.
I mean, you could.
Yeah,
you could cut it off and then get like just like a bunch of noodles and then a couple like rubber meatballs. Ta-da.
Exactly. It's perfect.
You have to find a way to pee though. If you peed, it kind of look like a wet mop flopping. And like the stream going through it.
You can grab an old crab claw from Red Lobster and just...
It has to be something fake. It can't be organic. Because it'll rot. You can't have a rotting crab claw as your fucking ween.
You can like fucking what do they call that?
It's just a sticky hand?
No, what do they call that where they fucking laminate it?
Laminate a crab claw.
Yeah.
It'll still rot.
No, it won't.
Yes, it will.
No, it won't.
Yes, it will.
It's not. It doesn't have any oxygen.
I mean, it technically is a shell, kind of like a peanut. So, like...
It's an exoskeleton.
Maybe it wouldn't. Maybe if you cleaned it, and then, like, what if you, like, ionized it? Or fucking... I don't know.
Like fucking... Like Wolverine, adamantium? You put fucking encase that thing in adamantium?
Yeah. Something. Magneto or something.
It's your fucking wrestling name there. Ryan the Iron Claw Cummings.
Yeah. The Iron Claw Cock Cummings.
No, don't put the cock.
Oh.
You make it a mystery, a question. Everybody's like, "What? Why do they call him the Iron Claw?" and then you take off your robe when you walk into the wrestling ring, and everybody's like, "Oh, that's why they call him the Iron Claw."
I saw an interview on TikTok. Well, it wasn't an interview. It was some high school kid or college kid. And they like dressed up for Halloween or something like that. And this kid dressed up as a Cookie Monster. And this guy was like, "What's C for?" And he like answers like, "C4 is an explosive." It's just like, no, what is C for? C is for cock. No, he's like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "Cookie Monster." He's like, "Then what's C for?" "Oh, cookies." It's like, what's C for? C4 is an explosive. No, what's C for? C is for cock. It's so stupid. Oh shit.
If you have something other than like genitalia,
huh?
Oh, hold on. If you have something other than like a wiener or a vagina or something, and you like take your pants off, is that technically like nudity?
Yeah. No. Wait.
If you have an adamantium crab claw as a wiener...
What's the definition of nudity?
I don't know. No clothes?
Some people would say that's imprisonment, having clothes on. I'm imprisoned, man. I need to be free.
In the town we live in, you can actually, like on Airbnb, I was just looking up stuff to do, like, locally on Airbnb. Cause
nudity is the state in which a human is without clothing. So if you have no clothes on, you're technically nude.
But if you have, like, a crab claw wiener... And you just like...
You're still nude.
But if you have like one of those pairs of sex underwear where like your wiener hangs out...
Then you're not nude.
Yeah.
If you have a piece of clothing on, you're not... If you got socks on, you're technically not nude.
Okay.
Definitions.
Yeah. Ways to... This is what we learn on the Comcast.
Read your dictionary.
Ways to get around and get arrested.
Ways to get around the law.
Ways to get around the law.
I got socks on, bro. I'm not nude.
Make sure...
Your cock and balls are out. Still not nude. Clothes. Definition. Wikipedia told me that if I have clothes on, I'm not nude.
Don't have sex with a family member. Not incest.
I mean, that's cool. Whatever, if you want to do that. That's fine. Just as long as they're 18. I'm alright with it. Yeah, we'll say as long as it's consensual.
We need more circus people.
We'll say as long as it's legal and consensual. You could have sex with anybody you want if it's legal and consensual.
I mean,
those are our two stipulations.
We need more carnies in the world, so that's what carnies are. Inbred.
How dare you? Not all carnies are inbred, okay?
I take that back.
Some people... Hey,
not all carnies are inbred, but they're all fucking weird.
Hey, back in the day, a lot of kids would just fucking... You know how they just like, I'm running away from home and I'm gonna join the circus.
Yeah.
It's every kid's fucking dream.
And that's what you're looking at now when you go to the fairs. It's fucking fair season out here, bro. I seen a post on Facebook that was like...
I was a young boy back in 1982 and then I ran away.
That's the thing. It's fair season, and that's like, it's like the Walmart people go outside. Like the people of Walmart, they go outside. It's like fucking wrestling t-shirts, belly shirts, and fucking all kinds of shit. The weird people you see are outside now because it's fair season.
And right now, this time of year, in my opinion, everybody's trying to compete for the best tenderloin in Indiana.
Facts.
Yeah.
They all got to split a fucking tiger ear or whatever the fuck it is, an elephant ear, because they can't afford it.
Let me tell you right now, the place you want to go to, because it is like the fair time of the year, if you want the best place to get food, go to the biggest line. The place with the biggest line has the best food. If they don't have a line and you're tired of waiting in line, there's a reason why there's no line there. It's not because everybody doesn't want their cheese fries, because every fucking place at the fair has cheese fries. It's just the good cheese fries are where the fucking line is. So if you want to wait 20 minutes, it's worth it.
I don't know. If their cheese fries are $7 and these are $4 over here, I'm going over here. $3
But then
less.
you're gonna get $4 worth of cheese fries instead of $7 worth of cheese fries.
I don't know. It may be the same, because if you're not in line, they'll be like, oh, you know, you're a big boy. That's the thing. If you're fat, people...
You're a big boy, they're gonna give you a double
People
scoop
feel
of
sorry
cheese.
for you if you get little portions. They do, because they don't want you to starve.
You're gonna get a double scoop of cheese.
If I saw a little fat kid and a little skinny kid, I'd be like, here's your one scoop. 1, 2. I'd give the fat kid 2. You know why? Because he needs to stay fat.
Keeping America fat.
That is what makes our country today. Fat people. If all the fat people died at one time, we would be Russia.
Not really.
Skinny wieners.
They're not. I'm sure there's fat people in Russia.
Where?
If all the fat people in America died, there'd be about 40% of the population still.
We wouldn't be here.
No.
The Comcast wouldn't...
Meeting adjourned!
The Comcast wouldn't exist.
Meeting adjourned!
The Comcast wouldn't exist if all the fat people in America died.
I hope that you picked up that fart on that audio.
Well, I'm pretty sure there's a little spike.
Meeting adjourned!
Bang, gavel banged.
I did bang the table, so...
Yeah, I know.
Oh, God. Let's go ahead and take a quick bathroom break.
All right. Hey everyone, just wanted to take a second to let you know about our official podcast store at thecomcast.com. Go check it out today, everybody. We've got everything you can think of, from t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, organic tote bags, and even drinkware like coffee mugs and craft beer glasses. Go check it out today at thecomcast.com. Now let's get back into the episode. And we are back.
P meters are depleted.
For sure. I'm getting that for sure.
So let's go ahead and get into some news articles we have for this week. So the first one I got for you guys is a man sets a record for pushing a peanut up a mountain using only his nose. So a man from the U.S. has broken a very strange record by becoming the fastest man ever to push a peanut up a mountain using only his nose. You might think that the record would also make him the only man to push a peanut up a mountain with his nose, but strangely, you'd be wrong. So this is not the first person to do it. So 53-year-old Bob Salem is actually the fourth person to attempt this actual record, and it took him a whole day less than the previous record to complete this. So Salem arrived at the top of Pikes Peak in Colorado on Friday morning, finishing his efforts after a full 7 days. He was pushing this thing up a mountain for a full 7 days, and he's wearing this nose apparatus it's basically so he doesn't like grind his nose against rocks.
Oh, because it's fucking stupid what he's doing.
So
why don't these people get eaten by bears?
I don't know.
You know what record?
Bears don't like peanuts.
Bears don't eat shit. You know what? Nobody will ever break Joe Dirt's record because he pulled that frozen hunk of shit around forever.
Yeah.
No, and it had peanuts in it.
We need to see if that's like an actual, like they have a time frame of how long, projected, like pretend wise, how long he pulled it around, because that could be a total.
People have eaten shit, but nobody's ever ate off shit.
Yeah. So he has this apparatus thing for his nose strapped on his head to basically help him not grind his face against the rocks. He's wearing gloves, knee pads, a jacket, long pants, but he's crawling on his hands and knees the whole time up this mountain. So the previous record was completed in 8 days, so he did complete it a whole day sooner. So explaining his techniques, there's a technique, apparently.
Something tells me pushing a peanut for 7 days, it doesn't last. Wouldn't it
I'm
be
surprised there's a peanut left.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Is he like, he's fucking shooting McGavin it, and...
Did he bring a little blanket along with him to like...
No.
To, like,
he's just shooting McGavin it, and he'll just fucking throw another peanut out there.
Right.
Like, my peanut's deteriorated, or it slipped in my mouth and I accidentally ate it because I've been pushing it for 7 fucking days.
Well, I wonder if the peanut's in a shell or anything. It doesn't say if it's in a shell.
A peanut. That's the thing. How do you not lose it? Like, it falls down a fucking...
Like, this peanut looks like this pebble over there.
Yo, I lost my peanut. Like, you get only one peanut.
Like, what do you think
should be the
What do you think he
challenge.
did with it when he wasn't pushing it? He probably had to leave it in that spot. They put like a little red flag by it so he didn't lose it or something. What if some fucking mountain squirrel just ran by and fucking just ate that fucking thing, so he's like lost his peanut?
They put it under like a laundry basket so it doesn't run away. Like a fucking
probably.
rat.
So explaining his technique, Salem said that he had to do much of the work at night in order to avoid the blistering heat and the many distractions on the mountain. You get distracted on the mountain, you're pushing a peanut with your face.
Wind.
So he said, when I did it in the daylight, I'd have to stop every 10 minutes or 5 minutes and take some pictures, talk to some people, and do all that kind of stuff.
Oh, the publicity. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to take my picture.
So over the course of the week, he reckons that he got through about 24 peanuts simply because some of them would fall through the cracks in the rocks and be unretrievable.
Of course.
So I'm guessing this is an unshelled peanut.
It is an unshelled peanut.
Yeah.
He's looking like fucking Leatherface.
What if that fucking thing just, how they like are split in half? You can't roll a peanut up a fucking mountain if it splits in half, so he probably...
I would rather be split in half.
You think he eat it?
You know why? Because you're pushing it uphill and it's just rolling back.
Right. So the idea had...
Unless he's just Eskimo kissing a peanut up a mountain.
Yeah. So the idea had been that he'd have some on his hand besides him with a backpack and some supplies. So he had some supplies with him, but that didn't happen in the end, and Salem embarked on a solo mission. So he had nothing with him.
His buddy's like, yeah, brother, I'll come with you where you're going to push a peanut up a mountain for 7 days. He's like, nah, never mind. I got a disappointment.
So basically, he was carrying... He did have a backpack with him, though. So he did have a backpack with him, but he wasn't carrying it while he was pushing a peanut up the mountain. So he would hike up the mountain a little ways, drop his stuff, because everybody's very trustworthy. Nobody's going to take your shit off the mountain. He'd hike back down, set the peanut on the ground, and start pushing the shit up the mountain.
You know, I watched The Revenant recently. That dude crawled for like 7 days, and then it took him another 3 weeks to get back to civilization to survive. This dude just pushed a peanut up a hill for 7 days. To do what? To break a record.
Yeah.
That's commitment.
And here's a picture of the actual apparatus that he's wearing on his face.
Looking like Leatherface pushing a peanut up a hill. Yeah. Okay? He looks like he's about ready to fucking cat of nine tails somebody in a dungeon
it's
somewhere.
It's like that Dr. Death thing where they wear that like bird mask, like surgeons would wear that bird mask or whatever. That's what it looks like.
Was it his actual nose pushing it? Does he have a little cutout, or is he like...
No, it's an apparatus. It's like a beak almost. So he doesn't sit his face on the floor.
Doesn't count.
Yeah.
That's not your nose.
He's quoted saying, "I don't feel sore or anything, but I know I've lost some weight." He said, "My muscles are fine. It was just doing the back and forth that really took everything out of him. Like hike. He would have to hike up, probably like half a mile or something, drop his shit, so he knows where he's going. Like where.
Stop. Put a little pebble under it so it doesn't go anywhere. Mark it. Yeah.
And then fucking carry his shit up the hill
Hike
again.
back, yeah. So
I hope he has a serious neck injury from that. Why? Who has 7 fucking days to push a peanut up a hill wearing a dungeon mask on?
You know who does? Bob Salem.
Bob Salem.
So along the way...
Stupid fucking name.
Along the way...
Robert Salem.
Bobbert Salem. Along the way, he subsisted on a diet of peanuts as well as crackers.
Why are you eating your ammo?
Why your ammo?
It's his ammo. He has to break a record. He's just like, I lost my last peanut. Gotta quit. Go home. Somebody airlift me in a fucking bag of peanuts.
I dropped my can of planters down the fucking
That's the
mountain.
thing. Fucking idiot.
So
all I got's almonds now.
So he subsisted on a diet of crackers, Pop-Tarts, and
Pop-Tarts.
an old can of survival food from 1964.
Who the fuck are you?
He was eating an MRE from 1964.
Bring shit. That's what. He has no money. He survived on a box of, a bag of peanuts, a box of saltines, and a 1995 MRE.
Don't forget Pop-Tarts.
And Pop-Tarts. Like he's Willy fucking Wonka. That's all he's got is the shit to put on candy bars.
So as he arrived at the top of the mountain, there was a representative of the city.
Oh my god, man. We're giving this guy a fucking key because he pushed a peanut up a hill? There are babies dying out here. And he's pushing nuts up hills and gets a fucking key to the goddamn city. He's not even Spider-Man. And he gets a key to the fucking city. So, Jesus Christ.
As the city representative of Manitou Springs handed him a jewelry box for his final peanut.
Oh my fucking god.
So Salem was also presented with 2 plaques commemorating his effort. Well done, Bobbert. And the last quote of this article, I love this, definitely one to tell the grandkids about.
That's what it says?
That's what the article says. Which might be a backhanded comment.
You notice your granddaddy once pushed a peanut up a hill for 7 days to break a record?
See now, this is the worst part is he's not the first person to do this. He's the 4th person to do it.
4th person to do it.
What if you would have done if he would have switched to almonds, that would have been cheating because almonds get more distance when they roll.
Yeah, and almonds, expensive. Can't afford it.
Yep.
Just Pop-Tarts and fucking crackers. Who the fuck are you?
Don't forget the MRE from 1964.
You didn't even bring spray cheese.
He had an MRE from 1964.
You're bringing dry crackers. What? Are you a rat? You're bringing dry crackers, shitty Pop-Tarts probably fucking like, I don't know, blueberry or something you can afford from the Dollar Tree. Not even name brand Pop-Tarts.
Yeah.
Great value Pop-Tarts, you bitch. And then fucking
Dollar Tree Pop-Tarts.
Extra peanuts.
Extra. Yeah.
Some for eating and some for pushing. Okay. You can't dig into your pushing peanuts, okay? These ones are extra round.
You can't have them nuts be depleted.
You can't eat these nuts. These are your pushing peanuts. Separate bags.
Oh, that's the name of the episode.
Pushing peanuts. These are your pushing peanuts. These are your eating peanuts. Don't get them fucking mixed up. These are the good ones. These are the bad ones. Planters, cars.
These are the ones.
Get it right.
These are the ones.
Oh my god.
These are the ones that still have the fucking the rind on them, or the know. Yeah, those.
These still got a coating on them like an onion.
Yeah,
so they roll better. What a fucking idiot. These are for eating. These are for pushing. 2 different bags.
Hey, you can't. It doesn't require a lot of food to make history. Okay.
Jesus Christ. Apparently not. I knew I lost a lot of weight. You ate junk food for 7 fucking days.
You ate like a 4-year-old.
You pushed peanuts for 7 days. Jesus Christ.
And Colorado in certain parts is actually super hot.
Why did he not get eaten by something? Why didn't something eat him? Nobody would have known. He was by himself the entire time. After the 8th day, that fucking whoever, the representative or whatever, been like, yeah, he definitely fucking died. No shit. They were like, the bear in the woods like, you smell them Pop-Tarts? Yeah, that's what had happened. And then he got fucking just ate by a bear.
But see, he'd have to have like in his pack or whatever, he'd have to have camping stuff.
Yeah.
That's the weird part. He didn't you need carbohydrates if you're moving all fucking...
Pop-Tarts and crackers.
He didn't like...
Box of Ritz.
And if he was doing most of his work at night or in the evening times, you'd have to have like some kind of like... You know, a lot of times when you go hiking, you put like a bag of rice with like dried vegetables and shit like that. So you can cook it and you need carbs and protein for that work. But he's just eating fucking snacks. He's just eating snack food.
He had a headlamp and a bag of nuts. That's all he had.
He's like, I'm going to break a world record and I'm only spending $15 on supplies.
I moved at night because it was easier to get away from the paparazzi. It's hard to be a nut pusher out here in today's world.
His tent was made out of his Pop-Tart wrappers, so he only had one at a time. So by the seventh day, he had an actual full tent. It just took him a while to make it because he was only using the Pop-Tart wrappers.
He's fucking what's his name from Castaway.
He had $15 on supplies, and he spent all $15 on 3 boxes of Pop-Tarts because them motherfuckers are expensive. Let's not lie.
That's the thing. He lost one down a crack. He's like, Wilson. God damn it. All right, Ricky, you're up.
All right, Ricky.
I got 9 nuts. This is my team. Get the
Julian, I'm using you next.
Julian, I'm using you next. You better fucking get it. We gotta make at least 10 miles. How high was the mountain? Let's estimate.
He hiked to the top of Pikes Peak.
Okay, well, I need a distance, sir. If it's like 30 feet. I pushed a nut for 7 days. I kept losing them, they kept rolling. It's a nut slide up in here. Oh, shit. I hope you have a serious neck condition, sir. You wasted your time. They gave you a jewelry box for your nut. I hope a fucking squirrel eats it.
It's 14,000. It's just over 14,000 feet high.
So what is that?
12 miles?
He pushed a nut for 12 miles. Jesus Christ.
No, not 12 miles. Sorry, not 12 miles.
5,000 feet's a mile, right?
14,000 feet above sea level. I'm trying to figure out. It's not saying.
I don't fucking know.
Let's see. 14,000 feet.
Siri, how long is 14,000 feet?
What would you like me to convert 14,000 feet to?
Feet.
Miles.
Feet.
There's no one in your contacts named Miles.
You fucking bitch!
Contact info are you looking for?
Siri, how much is 14,000 feet in miles?
It's 2.65 miles.
Over 2.5 miles. He pushed a peanut for 2.5 miles. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's give him 3. Okay? Let's round it and give him 3.
It's like 2.6515 repeating. So it was just over that. So we'll give him almost 3 miles. He pushed the peanut up a mountain almost to a 5K. Not quite 5K.
It took him a week to go 3 miles.
He's rolling a peanut up a fucking mountain. Yeah. Can you imagine if he's just pushing it and he's just like stop for a drink of water and that fucker's just gone?
That's why he had an extra. He had some pushing ones and he had some eating ones.
Yeah.
He brought an army with him, okay? He brought an army of nuts.
These are my little soldiers here.
Probably.
All right. So next.
No wonder a fucking animal didn't eat him. You can see where you parked when you get to the top.
Yeah.
You can see it.
It is a mountain though.
Yeah, it is a mountain. So I can see somebody looking at him like, all right, he starts, and then you get up, and he's like half a mile up, and you're like, you okay there, buddy? I'm like, yeah, I'm just eating my fucking blueberry shitty Pop-Tarts and crackers today. Oh, good, maybe you'll make it tomorrow. And then the next time you can still fucking yell at him and talk to him?
Right.
Fucking idiot.
So the next article we have is family members discovered they've been visiting the wrong grave for 17 years at a cemetery.
Been putting flowers on some pedophile's grave. Oh shit, that would suck. Who the fuck is this guy? Oh, he was actually...
Who's Jeffrey Dahmer?
He was actually a white supremacist who used to eat dicks. He boiled him and ate him. Oh my god.
And he boiled his peanuts in the tick juice and feed them to the peanut pusher.
Oh my god. He's putting flowers on some pedophile's grave. This ain't Uncle Bobby.
The pedophilia is not funny. We're just
What happened is funny.
this is how we cope with distress.
Oh my god.
So, a family spent 17 years gathering at the gravesite they believed to be their father's final resting place before discovering that someone else entirely was buried down there. Tom Bell and his sisters believed that their father, Thomas Bell, was under the soil at the Holy Trinity Church in Wingate County, Durham. But when they were making arrangements to have their recently deceased mother buried next to him, they were informed by the undertaker that someone else was down there in the actual grave, marked as Thomas Bell, their father.
I'm old Greg. I'm old Greg. You love old Greg. This fucking old Greg. So they cremated this dude and put somebody else in his place.
Yeah, so I guess in their records they figured out that there was a woman that was buried in that actual spot. So that means that their mother, Hilda, has been in a funeral home for 5 weeks because they still aren't sure exactly where their father's buried. So their recently deceased mother has been in a funeral parlor for 5 weeks because they can't find. So they have a record that it's a lady in that grave, but they don't know where the fucking guy is.
Hey, they're dead.
Either lose him out to sea or something.
I guess.
58-year-old Tom, who lives in Islington, said, "Losing our mom was devastating, and then to be told the grave of our dad we have spent the last 17 years
He's
visiting
not there.
is not."
Where the fuck is he? He's dead, ain't he? Yeah, but he's not there. That's not where he resides anymore. Where is he? I'm pretty sure he just got up and walked off. I don't fucking know. I just work here.
To be fair, bury your mom in that plot, even though you can't find the dad yet, because let's be honest, rigor mortis set in a long time ago.
That's the thing. I don't think people understand. They just put them on top of each other. So your mom's gonna be on top of your fucking dad for eternity.
Hey, the church in Cincinnati, they ran out of rooms to fucking bury people under the church, and so when we took that tour of the Catholic cathedral. Back in the day, when there was all those people buried under there, it has independent grave sites, but there's one room with no gravestone. And the reason why is because there's about 35 people in there, and they couldn't figure out if they buried them all on top of each other or they stood them up.
Probably
they buried them standing up,
like a mummy.
but she said they did like the soil scans of it. There's roughly 30 something people in this fucking basement of this church.
Just 30. It's not people. It's just 30 heads.
Yeah.
It's a pit of 30 fucking heads. It's like Ted Bundy, his mountain gravesite. It's just a bunch of bitches' heads just up underneath each tree. 17 bitches' heads just chilling.
Jesus Christ. You're fucking morbid, dog. You're fucking morbid today.
It's just a bunch of fucking heads up in
There's
at least 30 people up in here. You mean there's just 30 fucking heads you can see? That's cool. Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
Oh, I'm crying so Give me
So, back to the article. So far, the grave diggers...
Okay.
So far, the grave diggers for the Diocese of Durham have dug up 6 graves, but still haven't found where Thomas is buried.
Why the fuck would you ever find him?
There's this eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by his toe. That one.
It's not like he's got an Apple AirTag.
All right, boys, dig him up.
It's not like he's got an Apple AirTag attached to him. You can't just fucking, where's he at? Get the fucking hound dog out there. We're just gonna give him.
He's
let him
been dead for
sniff.
17 years. There's nothing left but a skeleton. How the fuck are you gonna figure him out?
Somebody fucked up and got fired, and he doesn't work there anymore. They probably cremated him. He probably doesn't exist anymore.
Probably not. So there's another element to this as well, because the woman who actually was in the grave has also been buried in the wrong spot, with her grave marked by the wrong headstone for 17 years as well.
So who's in that one?
Obviously not Tommy Boy.
What if
He's
it's
not
just-
in there either.
What if it's just empty? There ain't nobody in there.
So Tom and his two sisters, Denise and
This is why you
Deborah.
don't get buried, because people
Yeah.
make mistakes. That's have you seen the people that dig the graves, like grave diggers? Have you actually seen them? They're not like
They're
look,
not smiling people.
No, they don't look happy to be there and work there. They look rough. They're like the upscale carnival worker. They just dig graves for a living.
How happy can you be out in the hot ass sun digging a grave with a backhoe, and you're not making good money?
It takes them 20 minutes. That's the thing. It takes them 20 minutes.
Cities really don't pay that great of money. Like there is an element to respect and everything. Like they're waiting for the funeral to end before they start filling in the grave. I wait after everybody leaves. Excuse me. So they do have like policies in there. There's like a certain amount of respect in place. But they work for a living. They're outside in the elements every day because people keep dying.
That's the thing. Like,
And they're probably not paid that
I
great.
remember we went to one and they were just chilling on the fucking backhoe, like watching the fucking service. And I'm like, who the fuck are these guys?
Like vultures.
they were too.
They're just waiting. They're just sitting up there like, yes, put it in the dirt.
They
Do half the job for us.
That's the thing. They sat there on the backhoe during the ceremony, and then once it was over, they helped lower the fucking body into the goddamn ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they waited till everybody left, and then they started it up, started dumping shit in there. Gotta get this one in the ground quick. Start singing.
So, when they went to dig the grave 2 days before the funeral of the mom that passed away, the grave digger could only get 5 feet down when they should apparently be able to go 8 feet. For a double plight, you need to go 8 feet
I'm
down.
gonna guess there's more people in.
And they found someone else's coffin in Dad's grave. The funeral director, Andrew, who has been really helpful, rang us, called us and said he needed to come and speak to us face to face. We've had a funeral service, but our mom is still in the funeral home waiting to be buried, and they've dug up 6 graves so far trying to find our dad, but we don't know where he is. It could be that there was a mix-up with the headstones back in 2005 when Thomas was buried, but a fire in 1980 that destroyed an original graveyard map could also be to blame.
Make a new map! Why don't we have digital copies? Okay?
Why don't we have another map?
Where is the digital copy of the map?
Back in 1980, the fire of 1980 took our graveyard map, so we're just gonna eeny miny mo this fucking bitch.
It's the Dead Sea Scrolls all over
Make
again.
another map.
Okay.
Pay someone handsomely to just be like, this is where Billy's buried. This is where Janice is buried.
Digital map.
Yeah.
A digital fucking map. You know what they should do? You know what Google Maps should do? Is like if you go over a cemetery, it'll say whose name it is.
That'd be sweet.
You zoom in.
You
Show like a little
pay
picture of 'em.
somebody to go out there and make another fucking map. It's been 40 years. Make another map.
That's the thing, though.
It's been 40
Who's
years.
gonna make her? Or who's gonna make it? Map makers died 100 years ago.
There's people still make maps.
Somebody, yeah, you go on somebody's LinkedIn page and they're like, oh, IT map maker. and then fucking, minor chef. And then, influencer.
There's got to be some kind of map maker there. Seriously.
Just get an IT guy and have him make you
Just need like you said, they need an Apple toe tag.
a digital map.
An Apple toe tag that can be buried for
You
a
could
long time.
AirTag.
Yeah.
I think you have to charge them, though.
No, I mean, it could be like a surcharge. Dude, Apple freaking...
If you did have
breaking
one,
on this.
if you had a GPS on your dead body and it started moving, what would you do? What the fuck would you do? What would you do? Either he's moving, come back from the dead, or a rat knocked off his toe and fucking took it.
Instead of like find my iPhone, it's find my grave.
It is.
It's find my grave.
Oh my god.
So the family has identified an unmarked plot a few meters away that could contain their father's coffin and have asked for legal permission from the Chancellor of the Diocese of Durham
How do you know,
to have this dug up.
How are you gonna know? These people are bones. They're fucking bones. I'm pretty sure the names aren't on the coffin. They might be
But
serialized.
it says unmarked, so it's like you should have something, unless it's like a Jane Doe.
I don't know. If we have somebody who like runs a funeral home or like a cemetery or something, like are the coffins serialized or or do they have their names on them or how the fuck do they know? Do they have to run a DNA test? Because if you just open a coffin and you see a dead person in it, you're just like, that's Uncle Bobby. That's him right there. He could class ring 1985 right there. Like how the fuck do you know? You don't.
Yeah, so apparently there were several burials that day. So they're hoping that the one that's unmarked a few meters away will be their dad, but they have to get permission.
That's so sad, though.
It is a very, very sad. So all the laughing that we're doing, this is a very sad situation. If this was one of our family members, we'd be like, "Well, you fucked up. You screwed the pooch on this one, buddy. Like, figure it out."
Honestly, I wouldn't care.
Honestly, you thought they were for 17 years, and by now they're a skeleton. So does it really matter? Yes, it does. It does and doesn't.
I don't think it'd bother me because they're dead.
Yeah.
They're like, if they're up walking around, I'm just like, all right, why have you been contacting me or whatever?
Yeah.
Or like, if they got cremated or whatever, it's not what they wanted, but what the fuck are you gonna do?
Right.
They're ashes right now.
Yeah.
In somebody else's bowl. They're ashes in somebody else's
There needs
urn.
to be a company out there, like Apple, Android, or some independent company, be like, find my grave. And like you're literally just tagging their toe.
Bodytracker.org.
Body tracker. Find my deado.
I don't think we could just track dead bodies. Because that's the thing. What if one of them moved? Like you see the ghosts, like in the
It's like, wait, you forgot to tag them.
That's the thing. Like you see the ghosts in Teslas or whatever. It'd be like that, except like these bodies are moving.
There's gotta be like a microchip for a dog or a cat, but you put it in the coffin.
Yeah, but those like die after like 6 years or something like that.
Well, at least you know it's them for 6 years, so you know they haven't.
How long have they been doing this? 17.
But at least you know that they haven't moved. Like they haven't moved. If they've been buried there for 6 years, you know that they haven't fucking moved. They didn't get buried there to begin with, and it's been 17 years.
I just don't see a market for fucking GPS on dead bodies. Just burn them all. We're running out of space anyway.
What was that funeral director doing? He was just like going through old files, just like, well, we ain't got a map. We don't need that no more. It's been 40 years. Nobody thought about it. We don't make mistakes. And he's
I think
just
it was like,
uh-oh.
I think it was just the ball and cup game. There's like, there's 6 people getting buried in one day. Let's not fuck this up. And then like 17 years later,
Throw
we're
one
like,
in each of them.
We fucked this up.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely what happened.
Hey, good on the mom for living 17 years longer than her husband. Hey-oh.
Silver lining.
Yeah, men die first, they say.
Silver lining, that's what we say.
That's the thing. I would want to die first before my wife died, because it'd be sad.
Great.
Well, men die first before their wives anyway. And then the wives have to be alone and get dicked down by all the old men.
Let's not think that way. But
Why not?
Yeah, so
What's wrong with old people having sex?
Nothing.
Exactly. Shut the fuck up.
Old people need some loving too.
Old people need loving too.
But yeah, laughing aside, this is a very sad situation. You know,
It's pretty funny.
certain people see it certain ways. Like I think we could agree that, like, hey, you fucked up, but you should probably apologize for it and like a written apology.
What can you do though?
But you can't do anything.
What can you do? Be like, here's a plot just for you for free. When you die, we'll put you in here so you can fuck up my grave too. And be like, yeah, I mean, what can you do? The only thing you can do is apologize and not get buried there.
And then move on.
You can't sue them. You can't sue somebody for burying. I'm pretty sure you can't sue somebody.
Now you could sue if you're like, I need buried here, or I need buried, and then you're like, don't bury.
Maybe
don't bury them. You like it'd
be like it wouldn't.
What the hell's it called?
Cremation?
Yeah, cremation. Like if you I feel like that's happened before. People have been cremated.
I feel like it would
accidentally.
happen if it's for religious purposes. So if you have to get buried for religious purposes and you don't, you get cremated, you could probably sue the place.
The family could, yeah, because that's like. But if you got buried and you just didn't get buried at the plot you paid for, maybe they're buried in a much nicer plot, because plots cost different amounts of money. So maybe Tommy Boy's out there looking over a lake. He gets to hang out with swans all day.
And that's the thing, like if we like if mom wants to be buried, like if mom ended up getting buried, we saw her grave go in the ground, and then we kept bringing flowers to it for 20 years, and then we realized that's not her. It's some dirty old man that fucking died like the same day. And we're like, all right, where's she at? And we're like, we don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do?
We have her burial record. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, she's buried.
I mean, she definitely died. Yeah. I saw her. She definitely died.
Yeah. Oh man.
So it'd be funny though if we talked about it and then like it happened to us whenever we died.
Well,
like,
hopefully,
like if you died before me, and then it's like, oh, here's Cody's ashes or whatever the fuck, and it's like it's not. It's like your
Not
DNA,
me.
your DNA is not in it at all.
not me.
This is some dude named Tony. I got Tony in a thing above my fireplace.
I got Billy the pedophile in a jar.
Yeah, I got Billy the fucking pee-pee toucher in my fucking jar above my mantle.
Don't stick me in a fucking jar above your mantle.
Where do you want me to put you?
The fucking
In the bathroom? An ashtray?
Throw me in the
Where the
ocean.
fuck do you want to be?
Throw me in the ocean.
I'm not putting you in the ocean. That's gross.
It's not.
Yeah, it is.
There's all kinds of dead shit down there.
Yeah, you don't need to be added to
Pay
it.
the Science Channel to put me in the bottom of Mariana's Trench.
It's technically illegal.
Put me in the bottom of Mariana's Trench.
That's a lot of money. I'm not going to do that.
Just fucking.
You would just float.
just take a boat out
I
there.
would put you in a ditch in the ocean, and you would just float the
Just
fuck back
take
up.
a boat out
what
there.
good did it cost me $10 million to have a fucking boat go down and drop you?
No.
And we crack you open like a pill, and then you just float the fuck back up.
No.
What the fuck?
That's not what you do. You just take me out to the Mariana's Trench on a boat. Just take me out there, tie a brick to me, and just fucking drop me.
Your ashes.
I'll sink to the bottom.
What? You just want me to put you in a capsule?
Yeah, put me in a plastic
Why
bag.
would I do that?
Put me in a plastic bag. You don't give a shit.
The rope would deteriorate after like 20 years, and then you float the fuck back up like
it
a
wouldn't
message,
matter.
like a message in a bottle.
It wouldn't matter.
And then somebody finds me like, what the fuck is this? Pretty sure
Hey,
somebody
what the
has
hell is
ashes.
this? This message says.
This message says- What's this how you open it up and it says, here lies Cody Cummings. Boo.
Boo, bitch.
Boo, bitch. I'm a ghost.
Boo, motherfucker.
That's like, we put you in like a genie, like lantern thing.
Put some asbestos in there so whoever breathes me in.
Yeah, let's definitely kill somebody who opens it up. Like the fucking mummy. You crack open a tomb and they all get fucking acid sprayed in their face. Let's do that.
Don't even put my name. Put somebody else's name, like fucking Leonardo DiCaprio.
Here lies old Greg.
Here lies Leonardo DiCaprio. You might have seen his movie, The Revenant.
He died as he died in Titanic in the ocean. Frozen to a
Fucking frozen to nothing. I mean,
frozen to nothing. True. He was frozen to that door until that bitch pushed him off.
They didn't push him.
They could have thawed him out.
He died.
They could have thawed him back out.
Oh man.
Science experiment.
Yeah.
Put me in the Mariana's Trench and what? Crack you open? The fuck you want?
Like an egg.
Float back up. A fucking fish will fly by and eat you.
That's fine. I'll still be in the ocean.
It'd be
forever.
fish shit.
I'll sink to the bottom then.
What's to be fish?
I'll sink to the bottom then.
No, and then a little crab will come by, and a little fucking pale ass under the sea crab. Fucking.
You might be in Jacksonville after that and you eat me still. You just eat the crab.
Ew.
Yeah,
You're not
cycle of life.
You're not gonna get a crab in the fucking Mariana's Trench and eat it.
Oh, there's like shrimp
Dirty,
down-
nasty
there's
Mariana
fucking
crab.
shrimp down there.
I guess.
Ugh.
fucking
there's scrimp down there.
Yeah, there are shrimp down there.
What's that thing in that movie? What's that thing in that movie? In fucking Pulp Fiction? What's that thing called?
A scrimp?
A scrimp?
No, it's a gimp.
What do you call it when you're walking like a little weird? What do you call that?
That's a limp. What did Cheyenne say? She's like, what did she say? She's like, what's that thing? No, that's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was. It was like, isn't that a script, that thing in Pulp Fiction? That's a gimp. Isn't that where you walking kind of funny? You got like a little hitch in your step. It's like, that's a limp.
What do you call that thing when you take a pair of pliers and you squeeze like a piece of metal together?
A crimp?
What's that thing that has a bunch of women that works for me? Always wears a big hat with a feather in it.
That's a pimp. And that's a stereotype. I didn't say he was black. It was just a dude. And not all pimps have fucking feathers in their hats.
You never know.
They're not fucking Robin Hood.
A lot of them do.
Jesus Christ.
That one pimp on fucking Vice TV, he had a damn fucking Halo sword for his protection.
Jesus Christ.
You like everybody ever fucked with one of my women or me?
I remember that.
Yeah, he pulled out a fucking Halo sword. I'm like, what the fuck?
It was like a $200 makeshift butter knife sword. It wasn't even sharp.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, man. All right, everybody. That is the episode. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you so much for downloading. We love you so much. Of course, we couldn't do this absolutely fucking ridiculous show without you. If you want to support us, go and rate and review us on whatever platform you listen to. If you want to support us even further, go buy some shit from thecumcast.com or go hit up the Patreon at the Cumcast.
No. Patreon.com/thecumcast, all one word.
Goddamn right. Or just search Patreon and fucking find us on there. You know how to Google.
You don't, and one thing I want to say, guys, you don't have to go and subscribe to the Patreon and donate to us, but I will say this will help us make the podcast better. I know we've been wanting to get some new equipment for the podcast and make it even sound even better.
What are even tiers anyway? What are
we have one. We have one tier. We have one tier, and that's the Pig Milker Army. But go check it out, guys. I think it's just $5 a month if you want to join. You spend more on that on a fucking nitro cold brew at fucking Starbucks, but it's $5 a month. Go check it out. If you do want to donate, we are offering, just for your support, like I said, you don't have to, but we are offering one extra episode a month, and it will be uploaded to the RSS feed on our Patreon, so you can go check that out. So that will be starting soon, that you will be getting those extra episodes if you do join. But like I said, it's just $5 a month. We don't need you to join, but it really does help us out. It's going to help us get better quality equipment for the podcast. It's going to make this better. And our OGs understand, and I'm sure they're all going to donate. But honestly, like I said, you don't have to. This podcast is always going to be free. This is just going to help us out with new equipment needs. And like I said, we are giving you that extra podcast a month. And there might be more things to come. There might be exclusive merch items and stuff like that. But like I said, go to patreon.com/thecumcast to check that out. Yeah, that's basically it. Don't forget to follow us on the Cumcast Facebook page, where we also post clips of new episodes and links to all the new books and brews we review on the show. You can also follow me, Cody, on untapped.com, and my username is craftguru58 to see all the beers I'm drinking currently, and a lot of them that I review on this show. So just another little fun fact out there. If you have an Untapped account or you use Untapped a lot, go check that out. Appreciate you guys so much. We hope you have a great week.
Yeah.
And remember, when life gets hard and life gets you down, you push peanuts, you go visit your relatives and make sure that they're actually buried there. Just call the mortuary. Just be like, hey, where'd you bury my mom? And you just figure that out. Find out the facts before you go and, buy a bunch of flowers or something you don't even know. But yeah, stay strong, everybody. Drink a good beer, read a good book. When life gets hard and life gets you down, milk that pig.
Peace.
We out.